Back with Bloodborne yet again, and this time I want to go and finish off the old hunters with the final boss fight, the Orphan of Kos. Or is it Kos? Kos? Yeah, Kos. I think that's what it was. And, yeah. Previous part was basically fully exploring the entirety of, the fishing hamlet since before that I just wanted to get the Rakuyu sword after having beaten Lady Maria. So I didn't really go that far into that place at best, just the well where it was. And then after that I decided to, you know what, let's go and do that. And I was considering going after the Orphan last night, but I felt that I had gone on for long enough and I was getting a little bit worn out and I wanted to be fresh, and I wanted to do more last night but couldn't due to a Friday night Sabbath dinner, since, you know, my sister kind of reinvigorated the Jewishness of the family, albeit kind of in ways that we are getting a little tired of, since, you know, her schedule, she gets home from her job so late, so it was like late dinner, went to bed very late as a result, so I didn't really have any room to do more of it. So, but long story short, that's what I want to do right now. I want to do the Orphan of Coast, and then maybe take a bit of a break and then come back later and start doing the Chalice dungeons, or at least the ones that I'm capable of doing anyway. I would like to go and face Queen Yarnum, but she's in level 6 of those things, so that's probably gonna take a while. Now, if I recall correctly, I did everything. Let me check my thing. Their blood vial strengthens visceral attacks. The Orphan does not have any passive aggressive stuff like poison or frenzy, right? I hope not. I know there's some kind of brain monster later on in another nightmare realm, and I've already seen a couple of those things. And they have frenzy viruses. You know, I just realized something. Frenzy virus. Is Gormagala the frenzy virus monster in the Monster Hunter games? Is he like a spawn of a great one or something? Because if so, that would make a lot of sense. Because wherever he goes, he makes everything go mad. Good old Ludwig. I really don't have to walk very far. The frickin' boss is right over here. And they're all like bowing to it. Enemy monstrosities that actually don't want to hurt me? Who would have guessed? That's new even for this game. Well, there's the corpse of a great one right there. Yeah.
And I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
Ew. That is disgusting. Is he crying? He's actually crying. Can I sneak up on him and backstab him? Nope. Oh shit, he's fast. What the fuck is he using? Disgusting, whatever it is. Oh crap. I can't read the comments. Bringing my phone out since I can't really pause the game, unfortunately. Okay. I should have put the comments up. Okay. I'm sucking, but not by intention. Uh-oh. That's his placenta. Visceral. Hello to all of you. That's his placenta. Hello, Judy. Oh, he's throwing it at me. So I gotta figure out how. Oh, that would have been a good move to time to. Oh wait, I got it. Holy crap! He's gone fast. People at the door. I can't. I gotta die. I gotta die. I can't do everything. I don't know. It wasn't me. Well, I had to intentionally die right there because From Software did not put a pause button, and I can't do everything. Freaking people at the door and all that. It's just like, ugh. Hey, From Software, a fair bit of advice for making games both before and after Bloodborne. Put in a fucking pause button. It's a video game, not a career path. Because sometimes shit happens, and we gotta go take care of it. I don't mean to... sorry for the yell. It's just... basic shit like this that should be in the game but they forget really ticks me off. And while I'm at it, let me bring the comments back up. Hold on a sec. Okay. So, I have a bit of an I kind of have an idea as to how I'm supposed to fight him. So it's not too, so it shouldn't be too bad. I was actually doing pretty well until unforeseen circumstances forced me to let myself get killed. Just throwing it around like a yo-yo. Well, he's very susceptible to viscerals, that much is concerned. I don't want to look at that thing as soon as I finish killing him. Him. I'm using up all my bullets. Okay, he's missing for no reason. I mean she. Trying to do a backstab because he leaves himself open and he moves so fast, and I'm using up all my bullets. I hesitate to call him hard, but he moves very fast. Problem is, I'm mistiming a lot of the moves I want to do. Yeah, that's gotta be one of the creepiest and the most disgusting monsters I think I've seen in the game yet. Then again, disgusting is the name of is pretty much design requirement number one for most of them, unless you're a hunter like Maria. Shame there's no summoning spot. Those would be nice. That worked. Okay, that didn't work either. Alrighty then. He has a lightning blast. Okay, so, when he gets down on his knees and starts screaming, get out of the fucking way. Oh god. And I came close this time. Okay, so let's see if I can avoid the lightning this time. health up, get my health up. I'm running out of health for faster than I'm used to, and I'm not used to his second form yet. Sucked in that one. Hold on a second. give me 2 seconds here for a second. I need to do something. I'm back. It's just a slight personal emergency that I could not hold back any longer, even though I could have sworn I already went and did it. Ugh. So yeah, he's a bit susceptible to visceral attacks if I can get it in the right time, and he's kind of like Maria. He's only susceptible if I get him in the midst of an attack. That's what makes it frustrating. It's not so simple anymore. Where originally, beginning of the game, it was if they so much as start, you know, then they were successful. But now it's like, no, it has to be in the middle of an attack. Otherwise, he won't do it. That's what makes it frustrating now. And now he has these area attacks, which are so freaking annoying. Couldn't do it. I couldn't heal in time. Ugh. It's gotta be another one of those bosses where, honestly, I think I might have been able to beat him the first time had my sister not ended up being locked outside the front door for no reason. Don't know how. And now it's getting to the point where the game is artificially raising its own difficulty in order to punish me further. It's Maria all over again. I hated that. I did well, then every other time afterwards, it just got worse and worse. What? Alright. I cannot control the volume of my voice, I swear. It's impossible. Is he susceptible to fire at all? I wonder. He shoots electricity, so it makes sense that he would not be weak. It would make sense he would not be weak to that. Then again, I also played Monster Hunter World, where monsters were somehow susceptible to the same element they should not even be weak against, but I don't know. It's different game. can never tell if he's going to attack when he does that or just throw pods at me. Come on, and press down. He's not allowing me to visceral attack. I could not get out of the way. I could not see where he went and what he was doing. It does not help that the folks are talking so damn much and it's distracting me. Ugh, anything and everything is just distracting me right now. It's really annoying. Ugh. Okay, Blunderbuss is surprisingly being not very cooperative. You'd think, right, with its spread, but nope. The Evelyn seems to do a better job when he's in his second form. One shot, bigger target. Rather than a whole bunch of shots that, for whatever reason, miss for no reason. Missing. Come on, you bastard. Okay, is the visceral actually gonna behave this time? again. I'm not surprised. Help. Got him, almost got him, almost got him. Dad, get out of the way. Dad, if I lose, I have to do this all over again, and you're not helping me. Mom, he's being a huge distraction, and I don't appreciate it. Love you. Okay, Did I get him? I got him. Oh. Kos Parasite. Orphan of Kos. Old Hunter's Essence. I got all the Old Hunter trophies. Now, I guess I have to kill this thing, right? Thank you, Judy. Whoa. Holy crap, that thing actually has a face on it. Hands and a face. Okay, so we got this black thing right there. What do I do with that? Do I kill it? I guess so. Nightmare slain. Huh.
Sweet child of Kos returns to the ocean. A bottomless curse, a bottomless sea, accepting of all that there is and can be.
So what? Yes, it is. Creepy indeed. Very creepy. So I guess I killed the thing that was holding its spirit here or whatever, and I freed it, more or less. So, are the Great Ones really evil, or are they just unknowable? Because if you ask me, a lot of the shit that's gone down is mostly due to Yharnam's messing around with forces they shouldn't even be touching, and this poor thing got washed up here, and its remains ended up being exploited and causing everything to turn into monsters. Lovecraftian mumbo-jumbo, I guess. You'll never know. We'll never know. So, are there other nightmares peppered throughout the game, or was it just this one? I'm going to guess possibly the... Well, I think there's the... Well, there is another nightmare that I think comes up at the end of the game. That's in the base game, not this. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. These great ones, they're just hanging around, minding their own business. They just ended up getting involved because, you know, Bergenworth found, you know, the ancient civilization or whatever that was buried there, and Lawrence took his sects of followers and messed around with it, and then of course in all the other ones, and of course you had all the ones that were just hanging around here and there, like a Abritus and all that. So yeah. A lot more complicated, a lot of gray. Dark gray. So yeah, and from what I looked up, Coast, there's like a lot of Lovecraft and other stuff associated with her that's like references, like Aphrodite and Venus. I need to read more Lovecraft. Interesting man, interesting stories. I need to read that and Robert E. Howard too. Hell, I read a couple of Red Sonja comics not long ago. If anything, I'm more or less dipped into Robert E. Howard's realm to some extent. You know, Conan the Barbarian, Solomon Kane, and all that.
Oh, good hunter. I can hear German sleeping. On any other night, he'd be restless. But on this night, he sounds so very calm. Perhaps something has eased his suffering.
I eased his pain, more or less.
Let the echoes become your strength. Let me stand close. Now shut your eyes.
Yeah, I read that. Innsmouth. Yeah, if I recall, you read Lovecraft already, Judy. I've been thinking of looking up his stories. Innsmouth and the stuff in Call of Cthulhu and all of that. There's a comic on my shelf called Atomic Robo, sci-fi-ish one, and he's basically about a robot who was like created by Nikola Tesla, and he runs his business over the years into the modern age and kind of helps with strange cases. And one of the stories in there involves H.P. Lovecraft and interdimensional demons, and it's good high science fiction comedy antics. It's pretty good.
Farewell, good hunter.
Yeah.
May
I
you
wonder
find
if
your worth in the waking
I
world.
wouldn't be surprised if the same company that you've read all of them. Sheesh. Edgar Allan Poe has some competition. I'm not sure what I want to level up. More endurance or something else. I might put some point, a point into Arcane. Or either that or Endurance. I'm not sure.
Welcome. What is it? Very
How much do I need? 700. God damn.
Farewell, good hunter.
I'm gonna make a pit stop at the lecture building and get a couple of echoes. Because I haven't leveled up in a while. And I'm close. Killing the Orphan of Kos gave me a whole bunch of points. Away with y'all. You're all slouching and yourselves in the death in this shadow university. Set you free, so you don't have to suffer like I did. Ugh. Not only is this a good grinding spot for leveling up, but deep down I think it also helps me, it also allows me to vent my built-up anger and frustration for the last 6 years of continuous school. I ain't going back ever again. I refuse. I'm going up the old-fashioned way. One job position at a time. Yup, gave me enough points to level up. I might put into arcane, so that way I can have more arcane damage from using arcane-based weaponry like the Moonlight Sword. Since I got a new weapon, the Coast Parasite. Yep, that definitely requires arcane to use. The Bloodletter, that one looks friggin' awesome. One named after a class of demon from Warhammer 40k, and pretty gnarly secondary form, I should say. Ugh. You don't get more messed up than this. Yeah. Khorne the Blood God is most definitely a thing here in my own little headcanon. Ugh. Yeah, I think it's best to upgrade to start going up into arcane, because then I can start using more of the other weapons.
Let me stand.
Besides, I get to level myself up again. I might also put endurance up as well. Honestly, I think strength and skill I'm, for the most part, good with, because I can use pretty much everything now, except for the cannon, which requires 200 points of strength, and that's going to take forever, and yeah, I don't see myself using that very much, especially where pairing is concerned. If anything, get arcane and blood tinge up, and then go back to getting endurance up.
Farewell, good hunter.
Thank you, darling. Yeah, I wonder if they, like Barnes & Noble, there's that whole, there's those hardback books that are like compendiums of a whole bunch of stories from Dracula and Frankenstein to even Edgar Allan Poe, and I wonder if there's one for H.P. Lovecraft. If not, I'll have to find a different published one for all his works. Little something that's like a mix of sci-fi and horror. If anything, HP is pretty much one of the masterminds for it. Oh, I can level up my saw cleaver with a blood rock. I think I'll do that. And I got the Weapons Master trophy. Sweet! So I got 3 trophies in one. This... Bloodstone chunk. I wonder... I had the regular torch before, and the trailer in the trophy said to have all to get all the weapons. So I'm not sure if I may have missed it by accident by selling it for points. Yeah, I'll level the blunderbuss up. Why not? That and the Evelyn. Those are my go-to weapons at the moment. Moonlight Sword I might do as my 3rd. I kind of want to try some of the other stuff. Church Pick looked pretty cool. Kind of like a pointier version of the scythe. So yeah, that was the Orphan of Kos, and the official end of the Old Hunters DLC expansion for Bloodborne. I think I'm very close to the end of the game at this point. Option of, you got the Nightmare of Mensis and the bosses taking place during and after that. Mikolash, Marigo's Wet Nurse, and all that. But what I want to do next is attempt the Chalice dungeons, and oh boy, there's a lot of them. Okay, I'm not sure what the makeshift altar is for. First ritual, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and Yarnum, Queen Yarnum herself, who the town is named after, I believe is in the 6th and final one, right? So, yeah, gonna have my work cut out for me again. So, I'm gonna do that. However, I'm gonna take a short break and come back in a little bit, so that way I'm recharged. Give me about 10 or so minutes, maybe 15 at the most, just so I can go stretch my bones a bit. But yeah, Old Hunters is done. Kos Orphan of Kos is defeated. All weapons and bosses in said expansion are done. So now I just have the rest of the game at this point. So we'll see how I fare from there. Alright, so yep, that'll be the end of this part, and I'll be back in a little bit. Thank you for watching. Hope you're enjoying it. Job well done. Oh, the number of altars doesn't indicate the level of the dungeon. It just gives me more altars to use to have multiple dungeons open at the same... Oh, wait a minute. Number of all... I can't tell from the screen. Yeah, right when I was saying... Right, what is, At the same time, the number of altars doesn't indicate the level of the dungeon. It just gives me more altars to use to have multiple dungeons open at the same time. Okay. Kind of weird, but okay. Alrighty then. More knowledge for the head, for the mind. And okay, now really with that, I'll be back in a little bit to do dungeons. Thank you. And thank you.